Across Ghana and within many developing nations lie persistent challenges that hinder progress and limit opportunities for countless individuals. One such obstacle is the disparity in access to quality education. This disparity creates an uneven playing field where many lack the skills and knowledge to fully participate in the modern economy. Furthermore, entrenched gender inequalities continue to restrict opportunities for women and girls, limiting their potential to contribute meaningfully to their communities and on a national scale. These inequalities are further compounded by a widening digital divide, leaving segments of the population behind in a world increasingly reliant on technology. Additionally, the specific needs of individuals with disabilities often go overlooked, creating additional barriers to their inclusion and participation in society. These challenges act as roadblocks, impeding both individual growth and the collective progress and prosperity of Ghana and developing nations. The Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana, IIPGH, is a professional body made up of professionals in various domains of information and communication technology practice. In 2018, IIPGH initiated a coding program for children dubbed Coding for Kids, with the concept of introducing children to computer programming at an early age. The Coding Caravan, a digital skills awareness program, was launched in August 2021 in response to the growing need for democratized technology education.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a great morning to all of you and a warm welcome to the launch of the Digital Design and Creative Coding Hub.
In collaboration with local organizations like IT Consortium, the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications, international organizations like Code for Africa, Codeit, and Tinker Toys from Germany, and many educational institutions, the Coding Caravan has been to communities such as Adenta, Ho, Koforidua, Takoradi, Apam, and in Sawam, introducing the children to practical digital skills programs such as coding, 3D designs, and 3D printing. In 2023, for example, the Coding Caravan was used as a vehicle to promote digital literacy and inclusivity in Akim Oda, Aguna Swedro, Ningo Prampram, and Ofuase Ayubi, impacting over 1,000 students and teachers. The first phase of the Coding Caravan was a partnership between IT Consortium, a leading technology company in Ghana, and IIPGH as part of the consortium's 20th anniversary celebration. The workshops were carried out at the Digital Design and Creative Coding Hub, IIPGH, Shield International School, Adenta, Alpha Beta School, Dansoman, and Ho Dome Roman Catholic Primary and Junior High School, Ho. During this phase, over 250 children were introduced to coding.
And so as a way of giving back to the community, we're organizing what we're calling the Coding Caravan, looking at different venues, people from different backgrounds and walks of life, the people in the communities, the less privileged, the privileged, bringing them all together and introducing them to these concepts that we believe are going to be lifelong.
The remarkable impact made in the first phase earned IIPGH another collaboration, this time with Code for Africa, a non-profit organization in Leipzig, Germany, that promotes technology education in entrepreneurship in Germany and Africa. The Coding Caravan was in Kasoa, Takoradi, and Koforidua. The first stop was on the International Day for the Girl Child, where 110 girls benefited from the workshop. The remaining two locations had 300 students partaking in the workshop.
In the 21st century, coding and things related to ICT, developing of apps is very critical for national development.
The 2021 Coding Caravan ended with stakeholders' workshop at the Fiesta Royal Hotel, Accra. This workshop brought together relevant stakeholders to evaluate the pilot coding programs and to plan implementation for its sustainability.
So I say this to underpin the fact that what you guys are doing here, we 30 years ago, 40 years ago, couldn't have dared to dream. You are opening a whole new avenue for them. You are creating the next future leaders and the next technicians and the next programmers. And you know, in many places like Google, if you can program, whether you learned it on the street or not, you could get a job. Programming is a skill. If you have a skill, you get a job.
With the strides made in the Maiden Caravan, the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications, an industry association representing the interest of telecommunication operators and infrastructure companies, commemorated its 10th anniversary by partnering with the IIPGH to extend the Coding Caravan to 3 other locations in the year 2022. These locations were Apam in the Central Region, Nsawam in the Eastern Region, and Chiame in the Volta Region. Over 600 students were engaged in these workshops. The team had the support of the various directors of education at the regional and district levels of Ghana Education Service.
I would say the caravan is more interactive, more practical and more hands-on as compared to our lab, because we don't have much of the resources that the caravan comes with.
My impression so far is beyond expectation, because looking at how the place was set up for the children to get interacted with tutors of the program, I think it goes a long way to satisfy the Muslim that when I hear I forget, when I see I remember, but when I do, I understand it better. So now that the children in the manipulating the system, it has made the learning process easier than before.
In 2023, the Institute, together with the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications, continued its digital skills workshop via the Coding Caravan on the theme Digital Skills for Life. The various locations visited were Akim Oda and Ofuase Ayiribi, both in the eastern region of Ghana, Aguna Swedro in the central region, and Ningo Pampram in the greater Accra region. The main highlight, signaling improvement in the workshop's execution, included the participation of some students from Swedro Salvation Army School for the Deaf. It also included a dedicated training for teachers in the Scratch and 3D design platforms.
We've learned a lot. Myself, as a teacher, I used to have a computer at home. All I do is to play music, do all sorts of things, watch movies. But as I came today, a lot of animations have been taught, and I'm going to utilize it. Once I get to the school, I'm going to teach and utilize, make sure the students will be able to do whatever you've been taught here, so that we utilize it in our daily lives.
In fact, he's very happy coming or taking part in such an important workshop. Yeah, he feels very happy.
The current impact of the Coding Caravan since its inception in terms of the number of participant beneficiaries is 2,000 plus students and 250 plus teachers. The Coding Caravan is a digital transformation vehicle that has the potential to propel Ghana and Africa into a digitally literate entity at a faster rate than it is now. The Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana, IIPGH, therefore appeals to private and public organizations and other relevant stakeholders, local and international donors, to support its transformative agenda. This valuable assistance will play a pivotal role in empowering the Institute to achieve its mission successfully.